Hey guys, hello there. It's Cosmic Bunny, your favorite bunny on YouTube here. And hey, the time has come for Run Money Game Part 3 finally. And after this, I will move on to other Run songs. I will probably react to the full that other trilogy, to the full version of it, and obviously some other songs. So yeah, hello, welcome in. I hope you will enjoy this video. It's a long one, 9 minutes. So I expect a lot food for thought maybe, just like previous two videos of Money Game. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please click the like button, subscribe, leave your feedback in the comments. Also go to the link and subscribe to Ren and like all his videos, please. So yeah, no time to waste. Let's go. Ooh, a piano. Oh yeah. Ooh, what a nice tune. Very unnerving, very... Oh yeah. Did I tell you I absolutely love piano? I adore piano. Silence. This voice just makes me happy. Even though I know it's not a happy song.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine.
Yeah, sorry, I'm stopping this, but yeah, again, it's all about the money. Like, so many kids, so many people are always being told that the most important part in your life is money, is making money and being rich. And from the day you are born, basically, you are told money, 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 money. You need money to be successful. While in some cases, of course, that's true. Like if, for example, you want to start a business. I'm not saying like a huge corporation or anything, but let's say you want to have a family business, So obviously you need to make money to keep that business sustainable and feed your family and all that. That makes sense. But it's not about that, right? It's about being greedy and caring only about the money. Because if you own a family business, your main goal is to feed your family and just have a happy life. So the focus isn't money, but it's more about happiness. And also, speaking about private schools, I'm against them because I think it creates inequality among rich and then regular people or poor people because public schools can't hire the best teachers. And when you have crappy teachers, well, you get worse education. But anyhow, that's how the life works, sadly. And it's not that bad here. I mean, private school or public school, here people usually it doesn't matter that much. There is a difference, of course. But in USA, as far as I heard, there is an insane difference between like some public school in some smaller town or some poor neighborhood, poor area, poor town, city, whatever, and a good private school. Like the difference between those is like night and day. So we don't have that kind of difference here, but yeah.
24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here, son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27.
I'm just gonna make one guess. Like, while the years will go by, eventually he will turn into politics. Like, will want to become a president or something, because that's what those people do. When they get all the money, they start wanting power, and they usually they go into politics to have that power. You can look at well, the orange man president, and even my country's president is a former CEO of one of the biggest banks. So he had all the money and he went and won the presidential elections, and he's a president now. So that's my guess where this is going, because that's always the case. When they have all the money, they go into politics.
Dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28 inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval. Moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
Who's calling?
35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36,
Sorry, he's
getting
gone.
pissed up, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Oh well. That usually doesn't happen to those people. But things like that usually change people. So I expect what, him to change now? Or something? I don't know.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly.
Aww.
43 never running round the pavements of his city. 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold, but those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Call the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
Your solution? This is powerful. Wow. So much truth. It's like... Wow.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me.
Wait a second. Okay, so create utopias, yes. That would be nice. But you know why utopias don't work? Because of human nature. Because every utopia, it usually tries to suppress human nature, and we can't do anything about it. And capitalism actually exploits human nature, and this is why it's, well, it kind of works. It's not, you know, it's not a perfect system, but it hasn't collapsed yet. And this is why, because it exploits human nature. And human nature is being greedy, being jealous, being competitive. And while not all of these traits are bad, like being competitive, for example, that is beneficial to science, to medicine, to scientific inventions, and so on. But then comes the greed, when those inventions are being locked behind a paywall only rich people can afford. Yes, there are some countries, some governments which fight for free healthcare and so on. So that science, those scientific inventions still benefit society. So being competitive in that area is kind of good, but everything else just doesn't work as a utopia. This is why everyone who tried to build a utopia ended up on a completely opposite side of the fence, where it turned out into some sort of authoritarian regime, because you have to suppress those human traits, basically human nature. You have to suppress it. And the only way to suppress it is to, well, build an authoritarian regime, killing people, imprisoning people, exiling them. Like my own country, it went through that, communism era, and it was terrible because it's just impossible. It always, and even all those people who tried to build some sort of utopia, those people at the top who tried that, they did that out of greed to have all the money in the world and not, for the sake of good, for the sake of society. No, it was for the sake of their own well-being. So yeah, let's finish this up.
Then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game."
Boom. Is that it? There's still like 5 seconds. Yeah. Okay, so as I expected, this was powerful, thought-provoking, and in my opinion, this is the best piece out of all 3 pieces. This is the best one. I think this was the most impactful. And speaking of humans being parasites, yeah, unless we somehow evolve and learn not to be parasitic, the world will not see any peace and freedom and anything like that. Unless we learn how to live among each other with all our differences and different views, because we always can agree to disagree, and stop fighting and stand united against those who want to divide us. So unless we learn how to do that, we're just gonna destroy ourselves. Yes, I know it's very pessimistic, but that's the truth. So yeah, thank you so much, Ran, for these thoughts. This is really powerful. I hope Ran will keep doing this because this is just freaking amazing. The world needs artists like that to tell the truth, to make people think. Because sometimes people just forget to think. They are not bad people. They just forget to think because all their life they've been told not to do that. And schools also teach that. Schools basically teach you how to make money, how to be a good worker, but they don't teach you values. They don't teach you how to be a human. They teach you how to be a robot. So yeah, that's my opinion. And yeah, this was really emotional and powerful, and all the best to Ran. He is amazing. He's an artist, a true artist. This is what art should be about, telling the truth and forcing people to think with their own minds. And also all this theatrical performance is just amazing. It's just amazing. So yeah, that was my reaction. As always, I rambled a lot because I can't shut up for some reason. I'm not a chatty person, seriously. I'm a very quiet person. I'm an extremely quiet person. For some reason, I can't shut up when I listen to this. So I guess that means it was amazing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, leave your feedback in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this. And I guess see you guys next time. Love you. Bye bye.